Well, taking a look, I'm sure you're probably asking yourself, what the hell happened during the off time? So, I just decided to do some work. Okay, I think I mentioned that one of the things we were going to do is attempt to get all the resources tapped and brought to this central location, which I think we've kind of done, with the possible exception of stone. I don't think we've done it with stone yet. So if I were to take a look at the map, let's see what we've got. I think we're going to have some veins of stone that are untapped. Am I right? Yeah, we've still got some stone veins untapped. That's fine. We will take care of that. But for the most part, we've got steel. We've got. Actually, do we have steel? We actually don't have a good source of steel yet. Ah, okay. Alrighty then. Well, then we'll have to take care of that. We'll have to do a few things. But what I really want to do is get the heck off this planet and get the pathway to the next type of... I want to get the pathway to the next science done. So let's take a look at something here. First of all, let's get out of the map view. And go to... Okay, the replicator. What have we got? So the structure matrix. We've got this researched. So, okay, here's another thing that I did. Let's backtrack just a little bit. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and get some science and whatnot done. So technologies, I went ahead and researched a bunch of technologies that require the red and blue science. So there's a few. There's still more. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's still a bunch more. Now what we're really looking for is this interstellar logistics system, but we need to get some structure matrix for that. We've got a planetary logistics system, but we need to get some interstellar logistics going as well. And the only way that's going to happen is if we can get some of these structure matrices built. But anyway, I went through, I started looking at a bunch of technologies, and anything that required red and blue science, I started queuing. I'm not even sure I got them all. Let's see, like that one. Yeah, I've gotten a good portion of the sciences that I can research, but let's go ahead and queue some upgrades as well. Can't do that one yet. Mecha core, not yet. Mecha frame, yes. Yes. That gives us some more bots. Inventory capacity, nope, can't do that. Okay, we can do that. What about the energy circuit? No. Drone engine, no. Drive engine, no. Okay, I don't think we can do solar sails just yet. But we might be able to do this. Vertical construction, yes. That's definitely something we want to do. Sorter cargo, no. Yeah, I think I'll... Oh, we can do that. Logistics carrier engine, logistics. Okay, there's... Oh, veins utilization. Yes, definitely going to do that. Okay, so we've got a bunch of good technologies queued. Perfect. Get out of there. So with that, we're going to start utilizing some of the materials, some of the resources we haven't done yet, or some of the veins we haven't done yet. Also, okay, what is going on here? Okay, so I started setting this up to make foundations, to make bricks. But we also need to make glass, and I set up an additional feed to come in from another direction, but we also need to make another, what would you say, another outlet to feed the glass furnaces. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now let me let you all in on what's going on over here. Wow, I can't believe I overlooked steel. I completely overlooked it. Now I'm making a whole bunch of I've got a whole bunch of iron being smelted, but I overlooked steel. I've got belts being made. I've got Mark 1 belts, as you can see over here, but I went ahead during the off time and went through the grindy process of getting Mark II belts being made. As you can see, I've got these components right here working on just that, and then I've got the Mark II belts over here. So they're collecting here, and we've got a crap ton of them. I've even gone around and upgraded a lot of the belts that I've been using. So you're going to see a lot of green belts. Green is, if you see a green on the belts here, that's Mark II. Those are Mark II belts. These here that are yellow are Mark I. In fact, if I hit the upgrade key, I can go ahead and switch these out. There we go. Okay, also, excuse me, a little sneeze there. Also, I've went ahead and created, let's see here. Oh yeah, they're all full. Okay, so sorters. I've went ahead and created automatic manufacturing of Mark I and Mark II sorters. I wouldn't even bother with the Mark Is, except for the fact that I need them to make the Mark II sorters. So anyway, they're there. And also I've got storage for the splitters as well. I've automatically made splitters as well. So we've got those. This is good because these are all components we're going to need when we go off and colonize other planets. Or rather, tap their resources. So yeah, so basically this is dedicated to production of some basic components, but for the most part it's focused on belts and logistics. Some basic logistics. And it's a good thing to get started on that now, so when we go to other planets... Okay, there we go. Already starting. We can move a little bit faster. Yeah, so when we go to other planets, we're going to have some components that we are going to need. Okay. So, for steel, which we won't bother with at the moment, but I'm thinking we'll probably have to set up some production. Boy, it was like we're using all of the taps out of here. All of the belts that are coming in we're using. So we might have to set up another set of splitters and create a place to make steel. Huh. All right. But let's go ahead and get the glass taken care of. Actually, you know what I'd really like to do? Let's take a look at the planetary system we're in. We need to find titanium. Now, if we click on the center, we can see that we've got titanium in this. We've got titanium in this solar system, but we don't have it on the planet that's closest to the sun. But we have it here. It's an ice field planet. Then we've got another one over here. Does that have titanium? It has some. Frozen tundra. Wow, we actually do not have a lava planet. That's kind of crazy. But what we are going to need when we go to this planet is wind farms. It's got, oh boy, it's 70% wind and 70% solar, so we're going to need a lot of wind farms. That's not cool. It has coal. It does have coal. Interesting. Okay, so we guess we could probably power it for a little while with fossil fuel, but I think our best bet is wind. And then also, the frozen tundra, maybe that's the place to go because the wind there is 130%. So if we bring a whole bunch of wind farms with us, and it's got fire ice. Also cool. Okay, that changes things a little bit because that could very much be used for power. Okay, you know what? That might be it. Yeah, maybe we'll tap it for fire ice. That could be good. Alright. Okay, so these are some things to think about. Anyway, let's go ahead and make some furnaces. And we'll start production of glass. I think what we're going to do, we don't need a whole crap ton of glass, but okay, that will be, well, first we need to scope this out. We need to see how many smelters we have room for. I'd like to make 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 7, so we'll put the split point here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Oh, we get more drones. Yes. Move in that direction. And I'll just go ahead and remove these. Set this one. This one, we'll go ahead and set the recipe for glass. Right. I got the sniffles. All right. Now, let me check something here. Okay. Okay, so then we'll take the outlet. Right there. Okay, so I did discover something. So, and I'm sure people knew this already, but just so you know, you cannot take a storage Mark II and sit it on top of a splitter. Ain't gonna happen. Only the Mark I will sit there. It's very cool. I mean, we can work with that, but it's just something we have to be aware of now. So, I'm going to be making a lot more Mark I storage than I usually do at this point in the game. Because usually at this point, I'm all about the Mark II. You can store more stuff. Well, as long as we can stack it, we're not too concerned about that, to be honest. Okay, so we need an inlet, outlet, and we know where it's going to go. Oh, so we need to grab a stack of Mark II sorters. Grab a stack. By the way, where are we at for power? Oh yeah, we're gonna need some power. Do we have any over here? I don't think we do. Okay. So how many Ferni do we have? 12. Let's go for a couple more. Okay. Let's lay these out. Boom. Okay. Done. Okay. Alright. Yep, that works. So the question is, how much is this going to overload our system? So a tap off of this here. Oh, can I just go direct? Oh, I can't, can I? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. I was hoping I could just overlap right on top of the existing belts. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. There we go. I don't think the Mark II is going to be able to keep them all supplied, is it? Probably not. I'd be a little shocked if it did. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's still pretty good. Well, what's up with... Oh, crap. Okay. These going the wrong way? They're going the wrong way. Pooh! How did I do that? Try that. Okay, yeah. Little oversight there. Okay. There, so now we got a source of glass. Okay, next is the steel. We got to think about the steel. Now, in order for this to work, I think it would be fair to tap off of this. This is a balancer, by the way. Those of you who've played Factorio know what a load balancer is. This is my version of a load balancer in Dyson Sphere. So it does the same job. 4 belts coming in, and it balances the load off of each belt. Alright, next we gotta figure out where steel production is going to go. But I'm leaning toward this direction over here. I think it could go here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so we need a bunch of smelters again. And more than... That ought to do it. That ought to be enough. Okay, we got a Mark 1 storage. And we've got 1 splitter. Okay, we're gonna need a couple splitters, I believe. Yeah. Got more than enough splitters to do what we need to do. That's for sure. Alright. Okay, so I think... I mean, we could pull right out of here if we really wanted. I mean, truth is, it's not even beginning to be tapped. Our source of iron is pretty solid. So I'm almost thinking we don't need to create more smelters. Maybe we just pull off of the existing storage, perhaps. I'm kind of leaning that way. If that's the case, maybe there's a better place to put it. It looks like spaghetti right now, doesn't it? That is insane. I'm trying to decide what to do here. I hadn't thought about this. That maybe I mean, look at it, it's keeping up. I mean, everything's keeping up right now. I mean, normal production is keeping up. If it... Oh, vertical construction, there we go. Okay. That would actually be good, because then if I could pull off of here, it would take up less space. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do. Okay, so we're going to tap off the second, or maybe the first. I guess we could tack off the first floor if we really wanted. Yeah. 1, 2. I think that's the one that we would need to use. The second floor. Yes. Yeah. Second floor of the storage. Alright, so could I actually pull off the second floor of this storage as well, or is it just too congested? It is pretty congested. It is very congested. Huh. Ooh. I'd like to have the steel burden the iron supply as evenly as possible, and in order for that to happen, oh, but it would be such spaghetti, wouldn't it? And we want that. We want spaghetti. Okay. Oh, that would be such spaghetti. Yeah, I think we got to. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Can we go this way? No, we can't. Can we? No, I can't go that way. Okay. So I think we got to go up and over. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's going to be such spaghetti. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go the other way, but we'll go boom, boom. Let's see, can we do that? Two, three. Okay, let's do that. So what we're going to do is basically bring in two sources. I've got two storage areas that hold iron, and I want to burden them evenly. So I don't have to do it that way. I just want to do it that way. But in order to do it, I'm going to have to utilize some spaghetti. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna go up here on the 4th level on belts. When you set up belts, you basically hit the arrow keys to change what level they're at. Like right now, that's ground level. So I hit 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going 4 levels up. So just to get it across the maze of belt that's already here, and it gets very confusing. But once we get over into this general area right here, we can drop it down to the second level, like the other belt is that we're going to meet up with. Okay. Right there. So those are our two belts. That's going to be our sources of iron. Let's go ahead, get the iron output onto the belt. How about them apples? Wow, this is so insane. Only because we basically run out of outlets on the splitter that this thing is sitting on. So there, we've got a huge source of iron right there. So, okay, yep, gotcha. All of our technologies that we were researching are researched. I don't think we can add anything else to it. Okay, so now the time has come to set up our Okay, so we could do that here. Could put this splitter. Ah, it's too close to the coal. I'll put it right there. Put the splitter there. And let's run out the belts that will feed the furnaces. Okay, power. Yeah, I gotta think about power again. But not at the moment. Okay, so we leave 4 blocks in between. Put one there. I always play around with different configurations. I'm kind of liking this one where we use the double stacked splitters here, or just a single splitter, but in sort of a double stacked configuration. I kind of like that. And I have a Mark 1 storage. I have more splitters. So with that being the case, let's go ahead and move the storage for steel down here where a lot of the other basic subcomponents are. Okay, bring that up. Up. And down there. Okay, let's try that. Oh, and let's go ahead and put our storage unit on top of it, just to make ready. So now all we have to do is get our smelters in place. See how many we can fit. Set the recipe, which is steel. And let's make sure we've got some power towers. Actually, let's take this, put it on the other side. I just think we're going to need to. And possibly one here. All right. We've left room for 6, basically 12 on each side. That should be good. Yeah, okay, I want to make sure it just looked funny. The way the smelter was feeding onto the belt looked very strange. Okay, that should be more than enough. Alright, let's get this belt where we want it, right? Kind of screwed myself there a little bit. Can we do this? Wait. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Okay, yep, that's right. That's right. down to here. And then down. Okay, there we go. There we go. That should provide enough steel. Enough iron to keep the steel production going. Okay, and that starts to back up, yes. Cool. Okay, so there we go. We got steel set up. All right. Okay, so we got smelters. Do we have mine extractors? We've got wind. Okay, you know what? We need to actually go get some wind farms. Now that we've got steel, we've got glass. We need to venture. Oh. Hello. We need a bunch of this stuff. All right, so we're gonna go get some wind farms. And there should be a bunch of them over here, yeah? I made a bunch. I mean, I think I set up automatic production of wind farms, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, got these. I'm gonna grab a bunch of those. Then we're gonna grab some utility poles. Do we have mining machines? We're good. I think we've got everything we could possibly need. Oh, you know what? Let's grab some more belts. Yeah, we've only got 600 belts, so oops. Let's go grab belts. Okay, so to address a question that I had, am I going to do anything with shapes mods? And the answer to that is still a solid maybe. Because I would like to get back into it, but at the same time, I'm kind of thinking, well, I'd kind of like to hold out dealing with the Shapes game until Shapes 2 comes out. I'm kind of stoked about that game, and but I don't know if I want to get invested into a Shapes 1 mod, and then have that thing come out, and then I have to, you know, abandon that. So I don't know. I gotta think about that. It's been asked a couple times, and I'm kind of thinking. I mean, I don't want to ignore it, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll think about that. Okay, so the deal with the matrices where we're at. Okay, let me explain. Let's go to technology. Not the guidebook. Technology. And okay, what we're looking for. Ooh, gas giant exploration. Yes, we want that one. But what we're looking for is the interstellar logistics system. Okay. In order to get that, it requires, among other things, 120 structure matrices. Now, in order to make 120 structural matrices, any structural matrices, we need these, what is it? Is it called a titanium crystal? Let's see. Let's take a look. Ratcha. Yeah, titanium crystals. And in order to make those, we need titanium. One of these crystals requires 3 bits of titanium. So that's 360 titanium ingots. And before we can set up a logistics system that goes interplanetary, we need to go interplanetary. So that's why we're going to grab a bunch of these. And we don't have any titanium on the planet. So this is absolutely vital. We have to go manually collect these on a planet, bring them back, put them into our science labs, get the logistics system set up, which actually, come to think of it, let's see, buildings. Yeah, even our planetary logistics system, just the one that sits on the planet, not the one that receives ships from another planet. Even the planetary one requires titanium, so we're going to have to collect a bunch of titanium. So that's what we're going to do. And I think in order to do it, we're going to go on a planet where... Let's get out of here. We're going to reach out to Home Sweet Home 4, which is quite some distance away, but that's where we're going to go. And let's go ahead and put an indicator that goes to it so we know which direction we're going. And get out of here. And hopefully we have the thrusters to do it, which I think we do. I think we've got all the wind farms we need. I think we've got everything we need. So let's freaking do it. And extra power. Yeah. Yeah. Let's grab some more, just because. Oh, you know what? Oh, I forgot. These crystals right here. We're gonna grab one stack of them because we can actually burn them. Okay, there we go. Okay, can we get... Yep, there we go.
Sailing mode, you can control the mecha, go to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in the space navigation. Hold down the shift key to accelerate, back arrow key to slow down. You can also use the Q, R keys to hold down the right mouse button, dragging to sideward flight.
Okay. So this is where we're going. Alright, well, unfortunately we can't go real fast. That kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and... Actually, no, let's do this. There. We're going to burn through those. And I think that's another source of power that it'll help us toward the achievement of burning... I think it's like 16 different sources of power. So we're going to go ahead and burn through that. Can't really go fast, unfortunately. But we're getting there. If we look behind us, we can see our own planet next to that gas giant, Home Sweet Home 2. Make sure we're aimed right toward it. Alright. Now hopefully this is the one that has like wind power at like 130%. There's a multiplier of 130%. Oops, dang. Something was amiss there. Okay, so we have gone to another planet. Alright, let's take a look. Oop, not that. Let's go to map and see where some titanium is. Okay, there we go. First of all, let's go ahead and power back up. Nope, we'll let it consume all the crystal first. Oh, actually, let's go blueprint. Let's start setting up wind farms, shall we? Where's the equator? It must be close. Let's find the equator. Where is it? Okay, yeah, that's it right there. Okay, I just wanted to see it. Know where it's at. I think we'll, the wind farms don't have to follow the equator. It's the solar ones that do. The solar ones you kind of need to follow the equator. So this is going to be our power. that's going to power up our mining machines and everything else that's going to run on this planet. And it looks like we don't have to deal with oceans, which is very cool. Not going to complain there. And you know what? We don't even need to follow the, we don't even need to go, like, all the way around the planet, either. Okay. Right there. Alright. Trying to set this up just the right way here. Wonder how many of these I've got. Almost got them all spoken for. Oops. Okay. How's that? Still got a few more to go. Want to use them all. Brought them. Might as well use them. And then what we'll have to do is we'll have to go around. We'll have to fly around and allow our drones to deposit them in place. So it used to be, when I'd be working in my wood shop, I would listen to a lot of YouTube videos, which, nothing wrong with that. But I started doing audiobooks, actually. I mean, you can only listen to, you know, people screaming at each other. Oh, man. So often. You know how gaming videos are. And you can only do that for so long. And it just kind of fries your brain. So anyway, I started listening to audiobooks. And I actually found that Lord of the Rings... The Lord of the Rings books are narrated by Andy Serkis. Like, the guy who voiced Gollum. And that guy, I mean, he's done so much other than that, but man, such a talented actor. So to have a fantasy book like that, narrated by him, that's pretty awesome. All right, I freaking misplaced some of the wind farms here. Okay, you know what? So I'm gonna go ahead and place the rest of them, I think. So that way the ones that are misplaced, that are not aligned, are not going to be an issue, right? They're not going to hold up placement of the rest. But yeah, anyway, that dude, talented dude. Okay, good. That basically means we're 3 short, which means we've used all of them, and I can't make any right now. Dang it. Okay, so that's annoying. Might be able to do it later, but that's the symbol right there. That basically says you've committed to building a certain number of items, and you don't have those items in your inventory. So bad little spacefarer. Okay, so what's our network look like now? 60 megawatts. Yeah, we got plenty. In fact, that's plenty for when it comes time to set up the planetary or interplanetary logistics system. to get those things built. And how am I going to get those built? Let me see. I can't build any. What am I short on? It's got to be iron. Got to be iron. Yeah, because I don't have enough. Yeah, I've got plenty of copper. Everything else should be fine. Oh, this way. Wow, I laid out a bunch of them. Dang it. Alright, let's get some more loaded. Every so often I'll set up these wireless power towers to kind of help power myself up, because as you can see, my power is pretty much depleted. It's zapped. Completely gone. Okay, how about that? Is that good? And that is 123 megawatts. Boy, that is more than enough. Oops. I think I can get everything I need right here. Alright, so with this, I should be able to create the last 3 wind towers. Right? One more. Come on, one more. Yep, there we go. Now let's start collecting the titanium. There we go. Power us up while we're at it. Ooh, actually, better yet. Why do I need this thing to do it when I can just tell a mining machine to do it? There. Okay. So, some Mark 1 storage. There we go. Oh, I'm out of steel, of course. So let's do this. You're going to find when you go to these planets that they're going to have iron. They're going to have copper. So it behooves you to set up a little bit of an iron production or copper production, just to sort of keep you supplied with some basic materials. And we're going to go ahead and set something up here. So don't feel silly if you end up having to set up these, you know, extra little production facilities off planet just for, you know, getting stuff done that you may have overlooked. Happens all the time. All right, put that one there. Set this recipe. That. All right. Then. So that's going to produce us some iron. And then this is going to produce us some titanium. All right. So let's maybe get a couple more of these produced. A couple more storage units. And more than that, let's get a bunch of smelters. That there. Yeah. Let's do this. Just like that. Oops, nope, not that way. Not that way. Wrong way, wrong way. That's all right. Yeah, wrong way. All right. Okay, let's set the recipe for titanium. Let's get some power set up. Come on, you couldn't put that last little thing on there? You didn't see what I was trying to do? Jeez. Picky. Okay. That's a nice little titanium production, if I do say so myself. And I do. Okay. So while that builds up for us, which we really need, let's see if we can place these last 3 wind farms. Yep, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Ugh. All right, now if I take a look at okay, what's required for planetary logistics station is 40 to make 1. And interplanetary is probably not going to be that different. Okay. Alright, alright. So that, if we just basically fill our inventory with titanium, we should be good. See, by the iron ore, by collecting the iron ore, it also gives us a chance to, if we need a little to create a magnet, which requires smelting a different way, we can just grab it right off there and right out of the storage and just smelt it in our internal replicator. So that's part of the reason I put that buffer there. So we just have some ready iron ore to grab rather than iron ingots.